I don't think we've ever talked music. Like, what's your favorite genre of music?
Genre of music. I don't like listen to like how do I say this? Like actual like artists, I guess. Like for most of my life, I've been listening to game OSTs and fucking anime soundtracks or something related to anime soundtracks, such as fucking Vocaloids and stuff like that. Um,
Okay,
like an
that's
example, I
actually
can
that's another point I have here. What's your favorite video game OST then?
fuck. Good question. I don't have favorite. I wouldn't say I have favorite games or like favorite music. For me, it's like I will have an obsession with a game or a soundtrack for like 2 weeks to 2 months, and then I get bored of it and I don't want to remember it ever.
I
Like
feel that.
I can listen to like one soundtrack for like a year, and then I get like sick and tired of it, and I'm like get something else to listen to.
Pick it up and put it
Like
down. There's so many things that I've started, like games, shows, and shit like that, that I have not finished.
Like for example, like I had a big obsession with a soundtrack called Puella Insomnia from Madoka Magica, the anime, and now it has changed from that, like my most listened soundtrack to Big Step from Minecraft,
Fuck yeah, dude.
or like Sugar Than You, from Undertale. Well, not exactly Undertale. It's more of a parody of that song, but yeah.
Right.
But favorite genre of music. Uh, uh, okay, genre. I definitely do like metal and like metal covers. I freaking love
Based.
metal covers.
Good answer.
So at least there's well a normal answer, and I guess not nightcore, breakcore. Yes, so breakcore
Breakcore. Mm-hmm.
from like Sewer Slot and Gore shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Only really listen to Sewer Slot at the moment. And I don't have like a lot of her songs on my liked, just like very few ones. But I occasionally do listen to like her all like full albums.
Yeah, dude. I for so long I didn't realize how you were supposed to pronounce her name. I called her Sewer Slivet for a very
Slivet.
long time until one day I just read it and I was like, "Oh, it's Sewer Slut."
Yeah,
Damn.
duh, dumbass.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm a bit of a shitter. Do you like hip hop at all? You listen to hip hop?
I wouldn't say so. I assume like hip hop. You mean mm, like rap songs, I guess, something like that, or like
Yeah,
music
literally
like
just anything rap.
uh, not exactly. Sometimes there is like something. I like sometimes I like some epic rap battle songs, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Like
fuck yeah.
very specific ones. I don't listen to it at all, like by myself. But I only ever liked it because my brother, my dear brother, used to like listen to Epic Rap Battle like all the freaking time, and it would get like so annoying to me. I don't know why a lot of his songs, his music preferences, isn't just for me, but over time it has grew on me. Like I used to hate listening to blasting fucking Linkin Park, and now I'm just like, mumbling to myself some Linkin Park lyrics.
Yeah, dude. I
It has
mean,
grown on me.
like,
Maybe because I've also matured and I just changed my tastes.
oh, exactly. Your chase changes over time, right? And like I've grown to like I like all kinds of music and I go through phases weekly, daily of what kind of music I'm listening to and I'm all over the place and if it sounds good, I fuck with it. I'm there. But in my core, deep down in the center of my soul, I am a hip hop head forever, dude. Especially like the old 90s shit like Tupac, Biggie, all the people that everyone always holds to that really high regard, especially like Tupac and
Mm.
Biggie. Like, I mean, it's with good reason. I mean, I think some of it is maybe with that they passed away, especially like so young. But like, they passed away so young, and like with the time they were here, like the music they dropped was like fucking legendary. Biggie, I love Tupac, but I'm more of a Biggie fan because I'm definitely more of a fan of like the New York style of rap, especially in the
I had.
90s. There was like that
Sorry, but I've
coastal.
never. Sorry to interject, but I never like never heard of those guys before.
You never even
But
heard of Tupac and Biggie?
wait, Tupac. Yes, Tupac. I've heard of him, but I never listened to him. I just like heard of him and like something about his death.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's like my whole extent of the Tupac knowledge.
It's just gangster rap, you know.
Yeah.
New York stuff, like the West Coast style is they have like a lot of old funk beats and stuff for the samples. But the reason I was saying I like New York a lot
Hmm.
more from that era because it has like dreamy kind of samples, like that real nice sounding stuff. The same kind of samples you hear in like breakcore and stuff. Just those like cool sounding shit, you know?
Yeah, like one of those samples like woo. Yeah, like one of those samples. Wait, woo. Yeah, sample. Just so we are on the same page. This fucking
Oh,
sample.
dude. Oh, I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah, as much as I hear it and everything, I fucking hate this. I have for some reason I dislike this so much.
Dude, I'm glad you brought that up, but that's actually not what I was trying to get at, and I just figured out how to say it. It's like the synth, the synths. You know what I'm trying to
Yes, it
say?
is synth. Yes, the synthesizer or something.
Yeah, exactly. My dude, still stoned. My tongue's not working.
It's all good.
Trying to say a complicated word, and it's just like, no, not today, playa.
Complicated word in a native language. Bro, I'm speaking a second language. What are you talking about? What do you mean difficult words?
Right now I'm perceiving synths plural as a difficult word because I just tried to say it again and it was difficult the second time too.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
That's okay,
fine.
don't worry.
Fuck it, we
No,
bald,
don't
right?
worry. I cannot speak my own language. Don't worry. I cannot speak Polish sometimes. Most of
Yeah.
the time, actually.
Yeah. I only know one language and yeah, I can barely fucking speak it myself.
Wait, what did you have in school when you had second language or like third language?
Well, in the United States, it's Spanish, and then on the flip side here in Canada, it's French, man.
Ah,
And
yeah, French because of I assume because of Quebec and stuff like that.
yeah, man, and French is this might be this might be a hot take. Obviously, no offense to any French people, but like learning French for me, the experience was goofy. I cheated on my final for the last year that it was mandatory. It's the only way I got out. It's the only way I got out of French was cheating the fucking system, and I almost got caught. I almost got caught, bro.
That reminds me, I cheated on my German test because I was a shitter. Okay, so basically, I don't remember what it was. Pretty sure it was just like fucking random ass words from like a huge section, and I'm like, fuck this, I ain't doing that. So what I devised a plan. I have long hair and I have wireless headphones, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a video on YouTube, private it, put on my headphones, put the thing on loop, and just have it speak out words to me. And I managed to like pass it. My teacher caught me with like me handling my phone because I needed one more word. Thankfully, she didn't notice. So she was like, "Hey, why do you have your phone on your lap? Can you get out of the way?" So I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure thing." So she was like, suspicious of me already, but the video kept playing and she didn't hear it because it was very low volume. That was close, but I did pass. I'm pretty sure she knew I was cheating, but like, no definite concrete proof.
The mercy pass, dude. Shout out to the teachers out there who give kids mercy passes. We need those. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out Mr. V from my high school. I was in, what was it? I believe it was 30 level chemistry, and that's Canadian school system for grade 12, like senior year chemistry class, the most complicated one. And dude, do you think my ass was doing a fucking high level chemistry class? No, I was confused as
No.
fuck the whole time. And me and
Dude.
Mr. V were like really cool from the last like year or so that I had been at the school. And I know for sure that my scores were not there, but he was like, I gotta get this little man out of here. Like,
That reminds me. Ever since I had been introduced to chemistry, I had no fucking idea what was going on. I was just trying my best to get out of that, and I'm so fucking glad that after my second year of high school, we just dropped chemistry altogether, so I don't have to think about it. Of course, there is still somewhat some chemistry because what I'm studying is basically food, and there's like still some like chemistry shit going on, but it's not like super hard for us to get it. So I had only like 4 years of actual like chemistry. And fucking god, I'm out of here because that shit's confusing. I have no fucking clue.
yeah, bro. That's why motherfuckers like Walter White become a super villain. They lose their mind learning that fucking periodic table, man. I was gonna say something, and it's gone.
I forgot.
I forgot. The beauty of editing. Where
I
was
guess I
that
can
thing I
speak
was gonna say?
about my W. I guess just so there's something. I believe it's been like 4 weeks now, ever since I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna. So you know this image? Hold on, let me pull it up. Uh-huh. Yes, 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 yes,
Image.
yes, 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 yes.
Image.
It's not exactly like me, but it's somewhat the same. Like there was this caption, I'm not going to normalize obesity, I'm going to defeat it, right?
Mm.
So that was basically me. I'm not like super obese, I'm just like bit fat like a fucking dumbass. And I was like, okay, so 4 weeks have passed, and I have lost 4.3 kilograms, which is around like 9.5 pounds for the US folks. And
Okay.
I'm so fucking glad. I'm so fucking
Nice,
happy
dude.
about it.
Dude, W, man. Fuck yeah. Good for you,
Fuck
dude.
a big fucking W. And
That's a
also
fat
I've
fucking
started
W.
taking my ADHD medication, so I'm hoping the quality of life will improve.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yo, send me
Yeah, like,
send me some of that shit in the post. Fuck, I need that shit.
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Hook me up with the ADHD wacky pack with my goofy ass.
But it's not Adderall. I'm pretty sure Adderall is like illegal in European countries.
Really? That's funny.
I think so. Hold on, Adderall in Europe.
Feds busted.
It's important to understand that some U.S. prescriptions are actually considered illegal narcotics in Europe, such as Adderall and other stimulant drugs used to treat ADHD/ADD. Basically, Adderall is not here,
Dude, you know what's so funny?
but I'm taking the European equivalent of Adderall, so basically the same thing.
With
I'm
like
listening.
the different laws in different places, right? Like with how Adderall is
Ah,
illegal over in Europe. Like sports players and like other like influencers and people that travel to like the other side of the ocean, like Canada countrywide and a lot of US states, like weed is legal and they have like weed stores and you can get like these little vape pens that have weed oil in them and they're pretty
oh.
common. You see them around people with just like these fucking THC vapes getting baked all the time. But then like
Just like
people
just like that in public.
pretty much
Wow.
and so then I know there was a story about a basketball player, I think, that brought a dab pen with them to Russia where that shit is illegal as fuck and then they got like thrown in the Russian gulag.
Oh no.
And I mean like that's horrible and like I don't it's been a long time since I like heard or read anything about that story. But like I don't even know if they ever got out. Or I hope they fucking did, because Russian gulag,
Yeah,
man.
the
That's
Russian prison. Yeah, Russia is
yeah, but also, why
interesting
the fuck
place.
would you bring your fucking dab pen to Russia? What's the
Why
thought
wouldn't you,
process there?
make a little research on what to not bring to a country?
I mean, like, even
Fun
if
fact,
you're,
did you know that gum is illegal in Singapore?
I did know that actually. Someone told me that
Yeah,
a little while ago. Wild.
like you cannot chew gum in Singapore. But at least I guess it's clean over there. Fuck yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
how like clean in like Canada is like on the street level. Like, are you like streets clean or something? Because for me, if you go outside, you just like see like every single street is like fucking littered. I've been
yes,
to
same here.
England and holy shit, everywhere I went in England, when I was about 11 or 12,
I live
like every
in
single street was fucking clean, pristine.
Dude, I live in my city's fucking ghetto, so like the world is the trash can in this neighborhood. People just and I can't lie, I do it sometimes too, man. I litter all the fucking time. I just like
Oh, that's L?
yeah.
That's L? Come on, Dan L. Hello?
I'm supposed to carry this fucking empty coffee cup. I'm a busy guy, man. No, I try to I try not to because I end up picking up my own litter sometimes. Like if I go outside and I smoke a cigarette and then I just throw the butt, like eventually, I mean, when it was winter, there was a big snow pile there, so I was just throwing them into the snow pile. But like that snow pile melted the other day, and then there was just all those
Mm.
cigarette butts laying there, and I had to go clean those cigarette butts up because my upstairs neighbor he actually said he was like, "Hey man, can you like clean up these butts?" And then the town I used to live in, I used to work for the public works crew, um,
Uh-huh.
the like maintenance and stuff around the town. Um, and then like one night, I was out with some friends. We were like driving around in someone's truck, and I like threw some shit out the window while we were driving around the town that I worked for. I go to work the next morning, and fucking drunken Tom sends me
Mm.
garbage picking, and I pick up my own fucking garbage that I'd thrown out the window the night before.
Bro.
Real eye opener. I'm like, bro. I guess no wait, I was create no, that was actually big brain. I was creating job opportunities for myself.
So true.
Somebody got to clean up this trash. This trash that I'm throwing on the ground right now.
Have you tried what's it called? Hold on. Pilk?
Huh?
Have you tried Pilk?
I don't know what that is.
That is Pepsi mixed with milk.
What are you on about right now? What is this?
Just a very random question, like very
Brother,
much off the
what
topic.
can of worms are you opening right now? Pilk?
Yeah, apparently
Please.
it's not really. Google it. Google fucking Pilk.
Please, for the
It's a
love of God, tell me more.
it's literally just Pepsi with milk. I've tried fucking Pilk with like Pepsi Max, and it wasn't very good. But I've heard like if you go with like the normal Pepsi, it's apparently decent.
What? That's. I mean, I don't know, man.
That it's horrible, but just curious if you tried it.
I've never. So I've never tried Pilk, but here's something I have tried that I don't know what the name for it would be. But this goes back. I was like 14 years old, and I think it was the
Oh,
first time I ever drank alcohol in my life, or like one of the first times. Like,
at age 14, bro.
yeah, dude. Like
Young
it's just
alcoholic.
yeah. Well, I mean, the grown-ups were like, "Oh, we'll like let little man have a drink or whatever." So, I was like sipping on some vodka and like that was G. And then the night goes on, and already a little alcoholic. I was like, I need more of that juice. So I go to the fridge and there's some beers in there, some fucking Miller Lights. I'm like, okay, bet. I crack open this Miller Light. I take a sip. I'm like, yo, that is fucking dog shit. And then I said,
Yeah.
now wait a minute. What if I mix this with Coca Cola?
Oh, wait, beer with cola?
Yeah, beer with cola.
I have a feeling that would still be disgusting. Like it would be like a disgusting cola.
It was. It was. Let me tell you, brother. I've ate ass, and the cola beer was worse.
Bro, how can you describe the taste?
I think I've trauma blocked that memory of drinking fucking cola and Miller Lite. Especially the fact that it was Miller Lite. I was never much of a beer guy, but there actually was a time during my alcoholic arc where I kind of became something of a beer connoisseur. Went through a little beer phase, I guess you can say. And
Yeah,
yeah, Miller Lite was never even on the fucking list.
that's fair. Speaking of alcohol, I fucking hate beer. It's like the most
Yeah.
disgusting thing out of like like I never tried a lot of alcohol. I've tried liquor, whiskey and vodka and cherry vodka. Like mostly like more higher percentage ones, but beer, the only beers that were okay were like the Desperados beer. I'm not sure if you heard of that. I'm not sure. Desperados beer. Uh, this thing. Wait, where is it? Yeah, those things. I've drank those. My brother gave me like one of those one day, and I was
Okay.
like, okay, that's actually a a decent beer because it actually had a taste. It didn't taste like piss.
Yeah, some like flavor. Over
Yeah,
here in North America, we just have a lot of that like, just that straight up piss beer. You know that like redneck
yeah,
tractor driving, pickup truck driving, wife beating, cousin fucking,
yeah.
tobacco chewing.
When the first time I think I tried beer, I'm not sure what the brand is called, but it's like a Danish beer. Do you recognize it? Maybe Danish beer. Uh, Danish beer. Hold on, maybe I'll find it real fast. Yeah, Carlsberg. No, what? Maybe it was a Carlsberg or something. It was definitely like a black can. Yeah, pretty sure it was Carlsberg. And I've drank like half of the fucking small can. And now I have only managed to like drink half of it before I was like, this shit is disgusting, and I'm throwing it out. And
Shit.
like every time I had a sip, I had a feeling I'm gonna fucking throw up. Not even kidding.
Yeah, man. Dude, here's the only
So,
way I got into beer. What I found is I had to already be drunk off like actual good alcohol. Just kidding.
mhm.
There is no good alcohol. Um, but get drunk off something else, and then I could drink some beer. And I actually remember one time at the party in high school, I was geeked off the vodka, and then this bitch Shoni, right? She was flexing with this cooler with these fucking like king size cans of Bud Light, which is like Bud Light is like the peak fucking. Maybe you've heard of Budweiser. The Bud Light is like the light Budweiser brand,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's like
I recognize Budweiser. Yeah.
yeah, and then that's like the most common beer you will see like at redneck parties, bro. Like Bud Light everywhere. But it's like the most dog shit. But I was already drunk, so I nipped some of her fucking King cans out of her cooler, right? I'm sipping these, and she's all, "Hey, where'd you get those fucking King cans?" I'm like, "None of your business. I went to the store. They know me. They let me buy." Shit was funny as fuck.
No, I'm not gonna take like alcohol. At least I don't think I will be taking alcohol at the moment because I'm, on my medication and I shouldn't be drinking. But I assume they will like tell me, yeah, it's fine if you wanna like once a month, twice a month, like on a weekend when it's okay for you to do that. But mm, alcohol that I had and enjoyed would be Valentine's whiskey. I'm not sure if you heard of that, Valentine's.
No, I'm not too familiar. I was never much of a whiskey guy.
But hold on, let me pull up a picture. I'm not sure which brands are like fucking international and shit.
Right.
I just know that it's a Scottish whiskey.
You got Smirnoff vodka over there?
Don't recognize Smirnoff
No
vodka.
Smirnoff?
Uh,
That's the hit vodka
don't,
over here, man.
don't recognize it. Maybe we do. Like yeah, I've tried this whiskey by itself and also with like cola, and it's actually amazing. I love it. I wouldn't say like the taste. Oh, I'm gonna stuff my fucking mouth with it, but when I do drink it, it's not like just piss and like pure disgust in your mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say it's like a pleasurable disgust. You know,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. In some weird way.
it's like disgusting, but it's like a good disgusting, and it's not like a pure like concentrated piss and disgust like beer. Um, I did that. I've tried vodka and also cherry vodka. Those were very nice too.
Flavor vodka
Uh,
slaps.
flavor vodka
I,
suck.
I had some Grey Goose. Uh, Peach flavored. I know I had the peach flavored Grey Goose sometime, and that shit was worth the price tag. That was premium alcoholism right there.
Premium
Yeah,
alcohols.
but actually, like what you were saying before, like
Mm.
drinking, like obviously drinking like in moderation, like every now and then, like yeah, dude, like it's Saturday.
Um.
You want to go out and have some drinks, yeah. But like, dude, take it from the dude that was actually an alcoholic. Like, don't.
Yeah,
Alcoholism sucks, bro. That shit. That shit's weak as
bro.
fuck, bro.
Bro. First, I need to have money to be an alcoholic. So I cannot even become one because I don't have money. Well, actually, I do know that my family like hides a lot of alcohol in like fucking. And I know that they're just hiding alcohol, and I can just find it easily if I just looked around for like a minute. But yeah, even then, I don't know. Like when I tried alcohol, it wasn't like a super like experience that everyone was like, oh, it like numbs your memories or stuff. When I was like tipsy, it was like I was feeling everything just about the same, but my brain was just lagged out.
Mm. Nah, I came from like my family, um, or some of my family, not all of them, are like have like addiction and stuff with like alcohol and cigarettes too, like the smoking. I definitely get that from my family members that I grew up around.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
don't
it's
want to
sort of
like place the blame because like I mean obviously you make your own decisions, but I definitely think
yeah.
like growing up around a bunch of people drinking and smoking all the time, and then
Yeah, that probably has like a higher success chance of another person being, well, alcoholic or smoker.
yeah, exactly, you grow up around it, it's normal, so you're just like yeah,
Like
fucking
you think it's normal, you think, oh, it wouldn't hurt, and then it does hurt.
shit, man.
Um, mm, my family doesn't exactly drink a lot. Well, nowadays, sometimes they did go out for drinks and stuff. But pretty much we're sober, pretty much for the most part. But yeah, everyone smokes in my house, but not me. I don't
Mm.
smoke. My brother does vape, for like a long time now. My family, my parents, they just smoke regular cigarettes. I'm not sure how people can fucking tolerate cigarettes just on the like, the smell alone.
Dude, when you're deep into being a cigarette smoker, like, and me, like, at my worst, like, I was a 20 downing a 25 pack of cigarettes per day pretty much. And like it gets to the point
25.
where
Well, that's
you're
not.
mostly nose blind to the smell, and actually your sense of smell in particular, and I believe taste as well, actually get like
Yeah,
heavily weakened if you consistently
yeah,
smoke.
that is true. I think like your taste buds just kind of go fucked up. But like
Yeah.
25 cigarettes from a pack, that's not exactly bad. I think my mother just like drinks a pack usually.
Damn.
Well, I'm not like in like alcohol addiction or like cigarette addiction, but I'm definitely in a monster addiction.
Oh, dude, break cleaner for the soul, man.
It's not exactly healthier option, is it?
No, but dude, like I feel you. I need that shit. Like I always I usually drink my monster during stream actually. Like sometimes I'll like If I don't do a morning stream and I like wake up late in the day, then I'll drink my Monster like before work. Um, but no matter when I drink it, I crack that baby open and I take that first sip and like I get a sensation through my body of like
Yeah.
relief, like oh, like that caffeine and taurine and whatever other dog shit flowing
You
in.
know, when you get that relief, I think that is a clear sign of addiction. Now that I think about it, because your body thinks you need it like all the time.
Absolutely, dude. And I have a very addictive personality. I mean, right down to my hobbies. Even playing video games. Like, it's not necessarily something that on its own can be like super addicting. But if you have an addictive personality, and especially if they add like actual gambling to the video game,
Uh huh.
then you can actually get like addicted to the
Yeah, I
goddamn
got you.
game.
I wouldn't say like video games are like super addictive. Like, yeah, I obviously
No,
sit around on my computer for like most of my day, but I wouldn't say because I'm addicted. I'm just like, yeah, that's my main source of entertainment, my copium.
dude. But for me,
Like,
the guy with the super addictive personality, like
uh,
Cyberpunk is addictive, yo. Like when I play Cyberpunk, I'm streaming it now, so like when I'm streaming it, I'm kind of more like I guess it takes a little more energy, so after a while of playing the game as well as streaming it, I'm kind of like more ready to shut it down. But when I was doing my playthrough just for me and just getting totally sucked into the game world, it was toxic, dude. Like 14-hour sessions, like straight playing Cyberpunk, only stopping for basic human needs.
oh
Like,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
recognized that right away. I'm like, that was like fucking toxic, like to my
uh,
health. Jesus.
okay, that is actually bad. That can somewhat relate because I used to sometimes have those like Metal Gear Solid 5 sessions where
Yeah, MGS5 too.
yeah, like I'm not exactly a person that stays like incredibly late. Like, first of all, I'm fucking tired all the time, so I'm not even sure I can stay up super late. But when I did play Metal Gear Solid 5, I think I had two like over the night sessions from fucking midnight to 6 a.m.
Damn.
And that is like the bad kind of like addiction. But like computers themselves, I wouldn't say they're addictive. Like my fucking parents, like when they are like done from work and they can chill at the house, like my father fucking spends his time on TikToks for fuck's sakes, or on the TV, and I'm like, how is that less or like morally better than being on a computer? Like, what is their point? You know?
Dude, exactly. I mean, it it's almost kind of the same thing. I mean, any form of like feeding yourself
Mm.
stimuli, you know?
Like I be honest, if I had a person to go out with just on a fucking walk, like just to walk around, I would fucking gladly do that like pretty much every day. I be honest, one, because I miss fucking actual social interactions and human physical touch, because I do need hugs every day. That I would fucking go out. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about fucking playing games. I wanna have a good time with others, which also
See,
can,
that's awesome, man.
include the gaming. So that is also a possibility. But most of the time, I'm just like alone, so I just like go on my fucking computer on my puter
Dude, I'm the
and
opposite, man. Like I fuck with people and if I wanted to, I could probably make more of an effort to like get out there than there's people, that I know that I could hang out with more. But I'm just actually totally the opposite. I'm like, yo, listen, dude, I work a 9 to 5 and I'm trying to be a streamer, so
oh yeah,
I don't have
obviously
time
when
for
like
dick.
work. I mean, I meant in a sense that I don't know, for like on a weekend to like hang around, do stuff, just like break off from like the computer, because like being on a computer isn't exactly healthy for anyone. Like I even
No.
want to fucking go out, and I spend my life on a computer like my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not even sure what I'm talking about at this point. I just be rambling.
Same, bro. No, I feel what you're saying, bro. And I mean, like, I feel like I'm comfortable here. I don't know if you've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's an anime called Serial Experiments Lane, and I haven't seen the
Oh
whole
my god, oh
thing.
my god. Dude, I actually started watching that the other day.
Oh,
I
nice.
just finished first episode because one of my VTuber friends actually has a profile picture of
I,
Lane,
I only
and
watched
they
the
recommended it to me.
I only watched the first episode. Do you remember? I think it's like, yeah, I think it was like Lane's dad, and he's got like the
Yeah, he's like a
computer set
father.
up with all the
Yeah, with like the
monitors, and
six
he's all
monitors.
crazy. He's like, you can make all
Yeah.
kinds of friends on the web, and I'm like, whoa, man, this guy's on his pooter. What the fuck?
Yeah, basically.
I gotta watch that anime. It seems really interesting.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's very interesting actually. It's like some tech horror, something like that, psychological horror, and I fucking
Yes,
love
dude.
those.
I love
And
my
also,
two favorite
some
anime.
songs in Sura Slot songs, some things were sampled from Lane. No, not
Oh
some songs
yeah,
got sampled from Lane, but like some voice clips.
yeah.
I will pull up the fucking song because I remember which one it is. I just have to find it. Super Slot. It's on my liked, so I would know. Blissful Overdose. It's one of those songs. Which ones? Uh, it's Siberia Lure One.
Oh really? Dude, that's
I
fantastic. That's my
think
favorite Sewer
I
Slot song.
I I think so. Something about you'll never escape the wired or something like that. I think even Siberia Lure One has like a picture cover of Lane. I think so, at least.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, one of those voice lines got sampled from
So,
Lane.
yo, what's your all time best anime?
Alt. Oh my gosh.
You got a
As I
gun to
said,
your
I
head. You have to
don't.
pick one.
I don't have exactly a favorite. That is like a problem for me. I have obsessions. I have obsessions, and I leave, and I just remembered a thing in my head. I was like, yeah, I like that thing.
I feel you, dude. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, be unhinged. Have the hot take. Like, gun to your head. What's the best anime? I'm on kind of on the same page as you. As I'm like,
Oh
bro,
my
like,
god.
there's so many. Like, that's such a big discussion. But dude, gun to my head. I'm like, Evangelion, 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 Evangelion. That's got to be a safe answer,
Uh,
right?
uh, Wait, you're asking me if my favorite is Evangelion?
No, I'm saying my favorite is Evangelion.
Sorry. I zoned out a little bit.
If I had the gun to my head, I'm not. I'm. You know, I'd say I'm 90% sure, but still not 100. Dude, gun to my head. That's what I'm saying.
I never seen Evangelion, so
Dude,
it's
it's
hard for me.
good. I would
I've heard.
classify it as psychological horror in some bits. It really gets into the psychological aspect of the effects that the events
The
have on the
only
characters.
thing I recognize from the anime is like few characters. I think there's Asuka, Rei, and Shinji. Like
Dude, it's a
those three
good watch.
characters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a
Like
short
those
one too.
those three characters. The congratulations scene, the elevator scene, and something about Shinji masturbating to Asuka or something.
It's iconic. Dude, you got to watch it, man. It's 26 episodes in a movie and it'll fuck you up. It'll I watched it twice and it fucking changed my life both times. Not even exaggerating. Like it changed my
Um,
perspective on my existence.
can I say animes that I just like instead of like favorite?
Do you mean is it okay if you ramble off like 5 to 7?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
that's
like that
fine.
with no
Yeah.
particular order.
Absolutely, dude.
Uh, Madoka Magica, definitely. It's like supposed to be like cute anime girls with like magical powers, but it's like
Okay.
no, not really. It's like the first episode is like to be deceptive, and then it turns fucking sour.
God damn. I love
Uh,
those.
I didn't see the anime, but I do read the manga Demon Slayer. I'm on the
Hmm.
14th volume. and I want to get the other volumes. I think the Polish releases are now up to the 20th, but no money, no time, no fucking will to live.
Too true.
Bocce the Rock also is like just a fan anime. You probably heard of it.
It sounds familiar.
Uh, like a pink-haired girl with like pink clothes, definitely. Social anxiety, the anime.
Yeah.
I would say Bocce is like the better, the more humanized, I guess, version of what's the anime called? Of Watamote. Watamote is like another anime about social anxiety girl.
Hmm.
But that one is like super exaggerated and also like more cringy. But in a way, in like a good cringy way, I would say.
Dude, I eat cringe
But
for
Bocce does it
breakfast.
better. Wonder Egg Priority is also very nice. It's like similar in concept to Madoka Magica, but it delves more into serious topics like suicide, self harm. I think also like transgender identity. I think at least I do remember there's like some transgender characters. I think.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude,
Uh,
anime was making leaps in being based many years ago.
mm,
Many moons.
and those are the like. Oh yeah, and also obviously JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, obviously,
Oh,
because
dude,
I'm
yeah.
gay as
I've heard a
fuck.
ton about JoJo's, man.
I've watched till the fifth part, Golden Wind. I know there's like the sixth version of the sixth part out, but never like gotten the motivation to watch it yet. Very possible I'll watch it someday, and someday I mean between now and when I die.
Yeah, exactly. I
Someday,
feel that.
definitely soon.
Dude, you spitting them facts. Okay, dog. Okay. I gotta grill you. I gotta grill you now.
What's
Have
up?
you seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
I've I've seen hentai of it. Does that count? I mean, I've seen the characters.
Lord Jesus, have mercy. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Now that you mention it, I think I have a freaking hentai manga like favorite like on my favorites, Cyberpunk. Hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, I do have. I do. Yeah, I have it. I have liked a freaking thing from Cyberpunk.
That's you know what I will give that a kind of count.
I'm not even kidding. Look, look at this shit.
Of course you're not kidding. Oh my god. How do you can't make this stuff up, man?
You wanna read it? I can send you the
I'm
link.
good. I'm actually so good on that, bro.
But yeah, the actual
Oh,
anime itself, no, I've heard of it though, and I heard good things
dude,
about it.
it's good. What I've noticed with anime is I've watched a fair few of some of the longer ones like DBZ, Naruto, and I've watched a lot of those classics that are like around the 25, 26 episode mark, and like
Yeah.
the less episodes, um, sometimes I find like the more quality. Like a lot of those 25 episode classics from the 90s are just like crazy good fucking shows for what they accomplished in this
Yeah.
time span. And Cyberpunk Edge Runners is only 10 episodes. And I think the same philosophy applies because like the animation, they actually just pulled the music from the video game. They didn't like
Mm.
make or pick any unique music specifically for the anime. They just pulled from the game soundtrack, and there was just some bangers in there that worked for scenes, and the team knew what they were doing. So like sound design is good, animation is like so fucking crisp, and like It's like take a really good anime and just like condense it down. It's like concentrated, bro. It's only 10 episodes.
Yeah,
It feels like you blink and it's over, but those 10 episodes are like banger.
so good.
Should really would recommend, dude.
Ah, yeah, that also reminds me about the Tekken anime, Tekken Bloodline. I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but if you're like a Tekken nerd, or like just like Tekken overall, like me,
Fuck
it's
yeah,
fun to
dude.
watch. I think it's like 6 or 7 episodes, and episodes are like 20 minutes, or are they 40 minutes? Because it's like on Netflix. I'm not sure how that works,
Mm.
but it's like 6 episodes, and it's very fun. It's very much fun. Like the moves, like the fighting moves from in the anime are taken from the actual video games,
Dude,
and
that's awesome.
yeah, and you can like there's like video comparisons of like the moves. It's like very nice to watch that they've taken the fighting style and moves from like the actual games.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with a little fan service. Edge Runners has a lot of that too. Like they're very faithful to the game. So like if you're a fan is like especially if you're a fan of Cyberpunk, watching that anime is the best because it's just Cyberpunk but now it's anime. It was very surreal. I loved it. Dude, Full Metal Alchemist?
I've heard of it, never watched it.
It was my first anime, man. The Brotherhood series is more popular. It's a remake that's more accurate to the manga, but the original Full Metal Alchemist series came out in 2003. That was my first fucking anime I ever sat down and watched when I was a teenager. And oh my god, is Full Metal 2003 so good. Don't nobody get mad. Brotherhood still exists. You don't have to listen to me. You can watch it anytime you want. I'm just saying that in my eyes 2003 is a fucking masterpiece of an anime. I think you just got to pull that shit up on 9 Anime now. It was on Netflix for a few years, but dude, and Netflix is another thing that differs from country to country too. Like I even think there's big differences between US and Canada for what's on Netflix.
Hmm. Um, I never seen it, but I know my brother used to fucking love Shaman King. I'm not sure if you heard of it or seen it, but yeah.
No, man.
He watched like the original anime from like the 2001, and I
Good
was like,
year.
"Hey, man, there's the new adaptation, I guess, like a new one, a new anime." And he watched it, and he said that it's weird. I think like something just wrong about it, rubs him the wrong way.
Yeah, right.
Hmm. As I said, I never like actually watched Shaman King, but I know my brother loved it, so I was like, "Hey, the new thing is coming out. You wanna watch it?"
It's hard to recapture the vibe of that OG era. Like Bleach had new episodes come out recently, and the new Bleach that came out was really good. It was incredible. But like, I don't even think they tried to like capture that OG Bleach vibe, and like that's fine, dude, because if you want OG Bleach vibe or OG any anime vibe, go back to those first fucking 50 episodes, man, and just watch them again. They're always there. Samurai Champloo.
Never heard of it.
You know Cowboy Bebop?
I Yeah, I do recognize that.
The same guys that made Cowboy Bebop
I
made
I, I always thought
Samurai
it's called
Champloo.
Bebop or something, not Bebop.
Dude,
I don't know.
I these two shows actually have the coolest concepts. Like Cowboy Bebop is like about like futuristic space bounty hunters, but not like too futuristic. Almost kind of like cyberpunk in some ways, like halfway between like modern and super like Futurama levels of futuristic. That like halfway point. And jazz music, dude, nonstop jazz music. And then these guys come out however many years later and they make an anime about samurais, and the entire thing is hip hop beats produced by a guy named I don't want to butcher his name, but like Nujabes or something.
Hmm.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. I don't want to
All
disrespect that
good,
man.
all good.
He's such a good producer. I don't want to million apologies if I'm butchering that, but yeah, he did that soundtrack with a guy named Fat John. And okay, so I've always been a weeaboo. You know, Japanese culture, samurais and shit goes hard. And then, like I said
Mm.
earlier, I'm a huge hip hop head. So like that show is just the fucking best for me. It's just samurais and hip hop. It's dude, it's like peanut butter and jelly, man. Like that shit slaps. I can't even remember what that studio is called, but yeah, that same studio does both of those shows. I would definitely recommend. Maybe you wouldn't fuck with Samurai Champloo as much, but Cowboy Bebop is a classic that you should check out if you haven't.
Maybe one day, like I am on like a fucking hiatus with anime. I have no fucking the fuck. I have no fucking will to do anything at the moment.
Oh yeah,
With
I feel that, man.
like okay, I kinda okay. It's not anime, but like my therapist told me, not therapist, psychologist, to like read a book about fucking autism and like yeah, I need to read that. It's actually quite an interesting read for me.
Nice, dude.
But yeah, once I'll read that, maybe I'll read some manga.
I'm not much of a book enjoyer, but what I need to get back on is I read 200 chapters of the Berserk manga, and buddy, it's fucking bleak.
I wonder, does Berserk have Polish localization? I would just like buy a Berserk like two volumes just to see Berserk manga. I think it does have Polish localization. Does it? Uh,
The only
yes, yes,
manga.
yes, yeah, yes. It does have Polish localization. It's a little bit more expensive, but
Nice.
yeah, it does.
Dude, I've never read any manga until I read those 200 chapters of Berserk, so I'm not exact. I wouldn't call myself a manga connoisseur, but like, goddamn, it's it's so weird to me though because like I would describe it as it's horrible. It's not a bad manga. It's a great manga. The things it depicts are horrible. It's bleak, man. I think I trauma blocked most of those 200 chapters I read because it was just so fucking wild. The shit
That's
that like they took
fair.
out of the show, the 97 adaptation, the 97 adaptation. Sorry, they
Yeah,
they took stuff out from the manga, possibly because of time constraints, and I think just because it was like too fucked up for television, maybe.
that's fair. Oh yeah, speaking of the 97 anime, I think I listen to like the Guts theme all the time.
Yeah,
The
dude.
one that's like somewhat memed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I listen to that. It's fucking amazing.
That's a good theme, man. Yeah, a good soundtrack too. Good soundtrack.
I don't know. It just like feels hollow, hopeless, you
My
know.
dude, my outro is like a straight like rip off parody of the Berserk ending. Same song too.
Like, is it? You
Yeah,
got
like my stream
now
credits. Yeah,
you
go look up
gotta
Berserk
give.
credits.
Okay, I'm going to do that right now. Berserk ending. Not ending as in fucking outro.
Yeah, it'll give you the outro. I know that's
Berserk
always so
ending
confusing.
lyrics. No, 97 outro. Okay. Oh my god.
He's having a moment, man. It's the same thing.
I didn't recognize that. I thought that was like something original you whipped up.
No, fuck no. You think I'm original, bro? I'm so touched.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
I mean, that's one way to be a creative. If, he's just basically ripping off the original thing.
Dude, I was doing a big concern because I did all that. I got that like mock outro whipped up and like I love it. Like you have no idea how peepo happy it makes me because it's a Berserk reference for one, and also because I just want to have a credit section to like shout people out because it's not just me, you know. There's other people
Yeah, I
contribute
get,
even just by showing up and hanging out to the stream. You're contributing.
yeah, I get you. I currently don't have an outro. Don't think like it's necessary for me.
I
I
don't
just
know,
have like an
man.
intro just so there's like, something before I start and there's like a beer back screen and the
There
main
was a long
screen.
time where I wanted like an outro sequence, but I didn't have I didn't have people to put in the credits. So I was like,
Yeah, that's
what am I
fair.
about to be like directed by Hideo Kojima, produced by Hideo Kojima looking ass, right? Like no, fuck no. But once I knew I could whip up something that like, looked good and Berserk fans will drop a peepo happy. Um, and I can shout out all the homies because I actually have a shit ton of homies I need to shout out now. Like, I whipped that shit up. I was like, doing it, dude.
I know you can do for an intro. You can do, you know how there's like a Hideo Kojima game on Metal Gear titles, right?
Right?
You can do a Greasy Dan a live stream, something like that.
Dude, putting ideas in my head, dude. I might actually implement that. That's a really good idea. Dude, what's that Half Life Alex action like?
Oh yeah, Half-Life Alex. So my brother cooked up the VR to the big room, the parents' room, because we ain't got no fucking room in this room. It's like super fucking narrow. But yeah, we set it up, and he played a little bit of Portal Stories VR, and he was like, "Okay, you can take on from here." And I played around 90 minutes of Half-Life Alex, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. The only problem I had was like the headset was like maybe like going down a little bit, so over time was like getting a little bit defocused. So I had to adjust the
Mm,
headset every few minutes. But it was amazing, super amazing. Like you get, I already said that, but you get like super fucking immersed in the game, and you forget like which way you are looking in real life, super
VR,
quickly.
huh?
Yeah. Uh, I've played till the second chapter, like into the second chapter, the quarantine zone, where you get your first enemies, which is just like zombies. I don't think I ever seen a head crab on its own. I'm not sure if that there's a separate enemy, but yeah, I've seen zombies, and yeah, it's amazing.
Dude, head crabs would be fucking scary in VR. Head crabs are fucking scary in not VR, so I can't imagine a head crab leaping at you in VR. That is
Yeah,
actually
but it's like
terrifying.
it's amazing how like you know how in games you just press R to reload and everything goes by itself, right?
Yeah, you got to do it like manually in the VR game, right?
Yeah. You have to eject the magazine, pick another magazine from your backpack from over the shoulder. So you do that, and you have to slide it in. Okay, it slides by itself when it's like very close to it,
Hey yo.
and then you either press a button so the weapon slides so you can shoot, or you can actually like with your left hand or your right hand if you use like left hand mode,
Hmm.
you can manually slide, and it's so amazing. You can play around with it.
That's
It's
dope,
super
man.
satisfying. Also, you can also slide the weapon slide every time you want to, and just like waste a bullet for no reason. I know like it's like unnecessary, but it's like super fun. Just like you have full magazine and you can just slide, and it's like empty.
Yeah, man. That's the best
It's
part
like
about
super.
any game is the pointless details, right?
It's like super immersive.
Yeah.
Uh, I like when I load it in into the game. The first thing I did was see the Easter egg. Cause like there's like trumpet and stuff. It's like this OSC. You probably know it. Distorted trumpets. It's like a creepy theme. And was like, okay, I've seen the Easter egg. It was fun. And the second thing I've done was like pick up a random thing and just toss it around and just like toss it to my other hand. It was just like super satisfying just to play around with like objects in the world.
Fuck yeah,
Not
dude.
even playing the game, just like picking up a random thing and just do the other thing. I don't know. It's like super satisfying when you like put on the headset.
Yeah. Classic Half-Life physics objects. I'd be super stoked to try out Half-Life Alex because like um
You got
dude, if someone put a gun to my head and asked me favorite video game of all time, that's such a big discussion. Depending on what day of the week it is, I might actually say Half-Life 2, dude. Like I didn't play Half-Life 2 till like properly play it till like 2 years ago, and it fucking blew me away. I loved it.
Yo, what if Half-Life Marathon?
Dude, yeah.
I already did a Half-Life Marathon, by the way. I've did Half-Life 1, Blue Shift, Opposing Force, the DLCs for Half-Life 1,
Nice, dude.
and Half-Life 2 and the episodes. It was very nice.
I never actually beat Half-Life 1 for myself. I got stuck.
I actually thought for a while that Half-Life 1 was better than 2 for some reason. Maybe because of like the gold source, jank.
Oh, something so charming about Gold Source. Man, have you ever played Cry of Fear?
I've heard of it,
That game is
but never
made
played it.
on it was made on Gold Source years after Source was out.
Oh.
And like it's actually kind of impressive for being on Gold Source, and it's for like a fairly independent project. I think there was a handful of people that worked on it, but like their development group was like just independent. Um like I think it's free if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think
I'm pretty sure it is
yeah,
free.
you can just pick it up for free on Steam. It's actually a pretty good horror game. I played it.
Yeah, it's free. I have it in my library for some reason. I don't remember picking this up.
Yeah, dude. It's actually a good play. I mean, like it's Gold Source and like there's jank, and I mean like it's funny because it'll make you laugh because you're like, look at this Gold Source jank, and then the game actually scares the shit out of you, and you're like, oh no.
I think my brother played like the first part where you've like taken pictures and you get like the first jump scare. I've seen him play
It gets
that and
me
I
every
got scared
time.
by the first jump scare actually scared me a little bit.
I've played that sequence a countless number of times, and it actually gets me every time.
I kind of wish I can stream Half-Life Alex, but at the moment my brother and I were just messing around with VR itself.
Yeah.
Uh, oh yeah, speaking of VR, I thought that sound would be an issue because you don't have like earphones or like headphones like around or in your ear. The headphones just like hover over your ear, and was like, damn, the sound is gonna be like shit. It's gonna be awful. But no, it's actually pretty decent when you get the headset on and you listen. It's like when you actually listen and there's like stuff in the game happening, sometimes you forget about the sound in the real world as well. It's like
Yeah.
those headphones are actually so good, but I'm not sure how I would be able to stream. I want to stream. I really fucking do want to stream VR games. What I have in mind is Beat Saber, obviously. Half-Life
Fuck
Alex.
yeah.
I think my brother. Yeah. Also, there's Super Hot VR. I think there's also Doom VR. I thought about doing also Fallout 4 VR, but I've heard that is fucking jank and also fucking love-hate relationship with Fallout 4. Fuck that. Also, maybe Minecraft VR. That would be interesting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, setting this up is almost impossible for us because the only time we have access to VR is when there's a time and room in the big room in my parents' room.
Yeah.
Because my kitchen is fucking narrow, my bathroom is small, my and brother's room is very also small. Like I'm never further away than like 2 meters away from my brother when we're at home. Like we
Yeah.
can barely like reach from our seats, just like uh we had a shared desk at one point, but we have separate desks now. And yeah, just like we're super close to each other for like the
Word.
fucking all the time I was living. We've been like close by proximity
Yeah,
and
right.
and by
Physically
bondness as well.
close.
I fucking love my brother. Shout out to my
Oh,
brother. As
wholesome.
much as we sometimes get into arguments or don't agree with each other, I fucking love him. Yeah. Figure it's good.
Yeah, we could probably wrap it up. Well, we
Yeah.
can do a little outro piece this time too.
Oh, not true.
Thanks
What did he
for
mean?
watch.
Do we have to do this?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude. No, I'm
Thanks
gonna
for
die.
watch. This episode was sponsored by fucking nobody. Somebody please sponsor us.
Monster
We need
Energy at
we need
Monster
money.
Energy
I need
at
money.
Mo-
Actually, it's
at
me.
Mo- No, I need money. I'm a fucking broke ass student,
Uh,
man. You have a job. I don't.
no, I'll get you next time, man.
What will you get me next time? What?
Friday. Friday. I got you. Friday.
What do you mean? What do you
Just till
mean?
Friday. Just give me till Friday. I got that money for you.
Exactly $2. Just enough to buy a can or two.
Oh,
At Monster Energy, we will say Monster is the best health drink. It's not addictive. It's not bad for you. It's the best.
Yeah, and
It's
if you don't
it's
sponsor us,
fresher
we'll
than
trash
water.
it. I'll still drink it, but never on stream, and I'll trash it. So I'm basically holding your fucking brand hostage. You better hit me up. You better be in my fucking DMs tomorrow.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for having me here, Dan.
Yes, thank you everyone for tuning in to another week of Greasy Heaven, and we'll fucking see you next week.